Welcome to the Throwdown, the mostly weekly segment where the Technodrome, +1, -1, both.
Wait, who's this guy?
This guy here. Let's
I've
introduce.
been here the whole time. You just didn't know it.
Yes, he was just waiting. His camera wouldn't work, so he had some microphone issues.
I was gonna say, are you calling in from your Nokia cell phone?
Yeah, listen, it's pretty bad. I don't have the technology you guys do over there, so we're gonna be a little wonky today.
It's actually a wired up potato.
That's what it is.
Sweet, I want one.
This is
regular potato or sweet potato?
Whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, gold. But this is longtime friend of the show, Sarms. We've been trying to get him on for a bit, and he's gonna be filling Scale's shoes for a few episodes. We have
looking forward to it.
But yeah,
big shoes to fill. I'm glad to be here, fellas. Yeah.
I hope you guys wear the same size shoes.
They do now.
We've talked it through. We'll make it work. One step at a time, Joe. That's how we do things. Yeah.
The name. Sorry, the name is Duff. Okay.
Oh. Party foul already. Got it. Okay.
Yes,
for the merchandise, right? Yeah. Sure. Okay.
All right. Well, since we have a guest here today, we're going to go in a little bit of a different direction than usual. Our music shows on this taste tend to vary, and Scales isn't necessarily into harder rock, and Sarms is. So the topic today is, who was the better band, Guns N' Roses or Metallica? Two bands that hit their peaks right in the early 90s and even toured together, and it was a bit of chaos. But which band was better? I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to throw it over to our esteemed guest.
This is my gong here. Because we're having some technical difficulties with our soundboard.
Terrible gong. I'm so glad I came on for this. With the technical difficulties going on, the hashtag cancel Duff is going to go strong after this episode. I'm just letting you know right now.
Yeah, I think you'll get a lot of support. Well, after that very flaccid gong, sorry, our esteemed guest, but 5 minutes, Guns N' Roses or Metallica?
I got to be honest with you. I'm a huge Metallica fan. I'll give all the respect in the world to Guns N' Roses. We're talking some of the best hits of the 80s. I mean, Welcome to the Jungle is used in so many different movie sequences, as it should be. It's used in themes in life. You play that song when you want to get amped up. It's a #1 hit. But they don't do it for me the way Metallica does. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, both bands have covered some classic songs in the past, and I'm going to give it up to Guns N' Roses on this one with a unique song. All right. We're going to the Spaghetti Incident album for this one. Okay. Mm-hmm. And we're going to pick their cover of the Skyliners, Since I Don't Have You. It's, I don't know what it is about that song. The way Axl he lays it out. It's beautiful. It's beautifully done.
And that's the best song on that album too.
It really is. And it's not even theirs.
No.
But I don't know, man. There's something about the first time I put on Master of Puppets, the first time Battery played, it just had me. It just had me hooked. That album from start to finish is nothing like it for me. And I didn't even grow up on this stuff. Cast, I want to shoot back to you on that. Did you grow up on it?
I became a metalhead as a teenager, or really early teens. But I didn't have older siblings who passed it down or anything. I just discovered one band at a time.
Yeah. Now for me, it was definitely later high school, junior, senior year. So Master of Puppets was the first album I found. I had to go back into the history to find everything else, Justice for All, and then going into the 90s from there. Like you said, that's when they hit their pinnacle. And for me, everything. Enter Sandman. Not even a Yankee fan, but Mariano coming out to one of the greatest themes to come out to until
it was Billy Wagner's song.
Joe, I thought you had no say in this one. I thought you were just going to sit there. They just overall, just the crowd presence that they bring, and then Guns N' Roses. Look at them today. I think that's another part of it is the stay power. Yes, we're talking about who was the better band then, but I got to be honest with you, longevity also holds a little bit of the sway to me here. They just announced a tour. Metallica just announced a huge tour heading over to your state 2 nights, and
Yep.
that's going to sell out a football stadium. And Gn'R, can they do it? Of course. Will they? I don't think they will, man.
All right. So you're going Metallica.
I'm going Metallica, dude. I have to do it.
All right. I'm going to go next.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of both bands. And like you got into Metallica in high school, I think the first album I got was the Black Album, which I liked, and then I kind of soured on it, and then I got Master of Puppets. But the album that had the effect that Master of Puppets had on you, for me, was Ride the Lightning. First time I heard Fight Fire with Fire was like, explosives going off. I actually went and stopped. I was like, is this Metallica? I took the CD out. I was like, oh, okay, got the right one in there. And Fade to Black is the song on that album I like most. But as much as I love Metallica, I'm going to have to go Guns, because Guns was the life-changing band for me. They were my gateway into metal, into harder music. I remember liking them a little bit when I was younger, but then right around 8th grade, I got Appetite for Destruction and became my favorite album. That was like life-changing to hear that. Metallica, I think, has more good albums in that their first albums are stone cold classics, and then Guns has one amazing album in Appetite for Destruction, and then they're a little spotty after that. But just Axl is my favorite singer, Slash is my favorite guitarist. The whole chemistry works, so I got to go Guns in a tight match. But there's one of us who hasn't spoken yet, Mr. Duff. Guns or Metallica?
Metallica. What was
the Metal Lickers? Guns and Metal Lickers.
I mean, I don't know. I know I don't really have much say in this one. Not normally my cup of tea, I guess you could say. Of course, I know them. I did a physics.
That's a good start.
I did a physics project in high school. We named we did like a whole map and everything and designed a roller coaster, Welcome to the Jungle roller coaster. I think we got an A on it, so we did pretty good on that.
Right.
And Metallica, Mariano Rivera, some stuff with that. No, I'm kidding.
I thought you said
I know a little bit. I know a little bit about both of them. I've listened to both of them, but it's just not really my thing. You could never really get too much into them. But I mean, I guess if I'm just going an overall amount of like how much it's like I hear it around in everyday life, and how much of an influence I guess it has on me in regards to how much I hear it or see it every day, I'd probably have to go Metallica. I feel like they are a little bit more like, kind of like Sarms was saying too, like just their presence even at an older age. I think they have it, kept it together a little bit more. Are we still waiting for a Guns N' Roses album or something? Isn't that wasn't that the going thing too? Like we were waiting forever for the next album.
Yeah, it took Chinese Democracy.
That's right, Chinese Democracy.
10 years to come out.
I gotcha.
And then it was something.
Yeah.
But then we also thought that we were never getting another tour from Guns, and they got back together. Mostly got back together, and they're killing it. Their Slash is playing better than ever.
I mean, I will say, Axl definitely has one of the most distinct voices out there, in my opinion. I mean, you hear him, I don't even care if you never, listened to him.
It's one of the most identifiable voices out there, man. You don't.
Yes.
You can hear Hetfield's voice and confuse him for a few artists in the 80s. If you're not into heavy metal, and I don't say that lightly. I know, obviously, Hetfield's a god, but Axl, man, that voice, indescribable how good he is.
Sounds like the love child of Robert Plant and Janis Joplin.
Yes, 100%.
Very clever.
Yeah,
very clever. You're not too bad.
I'm all right. All right, so I lost. So Metallica's the pick of the Technodrome plus Sarms. And Sarms, I want to ask you.
Sure.
Metallica or Megadeth?
Oh, see this one.
Dave Matthews? Dave?
Yeah, Dave. Just Metallica
Dave.
or Dave? Yeah,
Metallica or Dave? Yeah. No, I'm still a Metallica guy through and through. I mean, if you want to dive deep into the heart of like 80s metal, like aside from I got a guy for you that needs to come on this pod named Eric McCooch, who would go full on with you, man.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough time. We don't have enough time for him to go off on this one.
No, I think you would. I think you really would.
That would have to be a full episode.
Megadeth didn't really hit me as hard, you know, if I'm being honest. If you wanted to go, a different route that I could kind of compare on the level when it came to like just riffing and albums that I was playing, you know, like I'll be honest, Dio did it for me, man. Holy Diver, you know, Rainbow in the Dark. That was chaos to me. Those music videos, the magic, the sorcery, all that is just awesome. You know, loved it.
Yeah.
So
Dio's good.
Yeah.
Let's Metallica versus Megadeth varies day to day. Today, Megadeth. Tomorrow could be Metallica.
Okay.
But just Dave, you know, the Dave. His playing always captivated me. His rhythms and his leads, and had a big influence on the way I write stuff. So Megadeth today, Metallica tomorrow. But
you're staying true, man. You know, I'm on the Metallica train today, so that's fine. Yeah, this wasn't even planned out, dude. I didn't know I was going to be arguing up against you like this. You know, Gn'R changed your life. I didn't know that coming in.
It sure did. It sure did. Yeah, maybe that could be an episode in itself.
Yeah. All right.
But that's it for today. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social media at Throwbacks Technodrome Pod on TikTok, and please download on Apple and Spotify, and we will see you next time.
Yes. Bye. Toodles.